Hi everybody, welcome back to TekWarfare episode 60 with me, Sid, and I'm down, I'm down here, trying to get these guys to breed, and I basically ran the extraction, which took the two villagers away, and, well, as you can see yourself, we got a baby! Go on. They're very protective if they're young. So, and obviously, off an early age, they need to have carrots thrown at them. There we go. We have a BB. I can't tell what. I think it's probably a butcher or a Fletcher or something. Nothing we really want. But anyway, these guys are off again, doing their thing. We are going to spend a little bit of time around here just sorting out this mess. So this was what we did on stream, as well as a big chunk of the thing. We've now got, and I'm happy enough with this. I think this is a nice little nether portal room. I don't think it needs to be any more than this. However, this needs a bit more. This is definitely quite unpleasant. Start off with, lose the wood. The wood is definitely not what I want in my build, so we're going to take these out. We're going to bring this down all the way to here and all the way up there, and then we're going to kind of come down. We're going to have brick, and we're going to merge brick into nether themed stuff as we go up. I'm going to change the stairs up. We're basically going to do, continue that theme down and try and work this out. So, yeah. But in the first instance, let's get this. Let's get these posts pulled out. So I'll be back in a second. All right. So we've got this in. I need to work out what I'm going to do with this lot. Now, my first gut feeling, I should say, is to lose that. We've got a little bit of light logs going on as well, so we do need to get some more light in here. Now, this should. That does not. Okay. So what version of the slab does? Because that should be capable. I mean, normally all of them the vanilla blocks are capable of becoming light blocks, but it would appear that this one is not. Interesting. We're definitely going to need to get some light in here somehow. Now what I am thinking is we probably should take a little bit of you and just do the same. Keep this thing going here. Luckily this is all to do with fancy lamps anyway, so we have got some options available to us as well. Right, so we need to start off by I think probably just replacing all of these with just bog standard stone. And this kind of comes back to my, I think I've mentioned this before, get your base coat down first if you like. So the predominant block that we want in all of these spots is going to be stone, and then we're going to roughen this up, make it look a little bit more worn. And any sign? One of the babies is gone. That means he must have shot off through here. So with a bit of luck, he ended up there and he's gone. Okay, that's a bonus. Just leave these guys to it. That's not pry too much. Always feels a little bit, I don't know, dirty. Yeah, like you're prying. Oh, hello. There's a definite something going on there. Doesn't matter. Let's just carry on as we mean to go on. So yeah, get this down as we mean to go on. So this is obviously going to be all nice, clean stone blocks all the way up to the top. And then once we've got the clean stuff in, then we can start to play around with this. We can do the same stuff we do with the walls. We can chisel them up. We can start to introduce nether blocks up there, and you know, just generally make this feel, well, right. You know, for want of a better phrase, it needs to feel like it's finished. Now the other thing is, I probably need, let me just double check down here. I can't remember how far I got. As far as a bit like there. Oh no, I did do the entire scene. This is actually done, so I don't really need to worry about doing the inside down here. Hello, gentlemen. Testificators. So, yes. So on that note, let me carry on getting this in. And once I've got as a base coat down, then we'll start to see about playing around with, you know, varying this up a little bit, getting it the way it needs to be, so it looks, you know, starts to get a bit of variety to the blocks, a bit of randomness, and the right kind of ambience. Yeah, back in a moment. Alright, so first things, oh hello, missed that somehow, don't know how, but we did. First things first, this stairwell feels a little claustrophobic with these being as close as they are. So I think what we are going to do is we're going to start off by taking these back into stair form, and I think I may even, if I can, do the same there. Now we'll have to, it just gives you that little tiny bit more room. We're going to have to obviously do the blocks on the inside, but it really does make, I think, a difference to that closed in feeling you get as you come down these stairs. So yeah, we'll fix that, and then we probably should do the same moving on down this way. I know this is a little bit odd because we haven't got that initial, yeah, we get that steps back a block, that's the word I'm trying to get to. But ultimately I think this will look reasonable. Now what we should do, of course, is make sure that we've got rid of all of the blocks we don't want to keep. All of the blocks we do want to keep, I think we should just place down as whole blocks and get those back, because the arcane bases are a little bit more expensive than some of their brethren blocks, if you like. So, and we'll need more of this. Are you getting fruity again? No, they're doing a bit of harvesting. Look at them, these smouldering eyes. Stop it, it's yeah, definitely a strange a strange tendency to ogle villagers about their business. Right, let's just quickly fix this lot. Not many we need to fix, but just a few, and then that's fine. And then over here, all of that one and that one, this all needs to be done properly. So again, what we're doing here, we're still broad brushes because, oh, hello, because the design is still very basic, but it is starting to get a little bit of detail, and with that detail you start to get that step further with you know, what's going on. Now, say we do need some light. In fact, we don't actually need light down this bit. This can be as dark as we like, really. I will put some light in, and just, you know, we don't desperately need it, which is nice. But we do need to, wherever possible, fix these just so they are the correct block. Boop, boop, and boop. there, and then I think we've got one more to do down here. And you lot need to get busy. Come on, we need more babies. I may have to AFK here overnight to get the villager I want, because I definitely think I've got rid of the wrong villager. You know that when you've got that horrible feeling. I wonder whether we can get away with, if I were to go here and just, that kind of works there. Going to look a little bit odd on this side. Tell you what, let's not even do one on that side. We can do one here. Again, little tiny bits of detail, slowly added, and you start to get just a feel for, you know, it just feels a little bit more special. Ah, damn you. Come here, like that. And then there. Okay, steadily getting there. We definitely do need some lights. Now, I didn't bring the right bloody box with me, did I? Have I got, let me just check, that one. Posts, lamps. No, I am going to have to go in these. They definitely won't work in this circumstance. They're way too big. I mean, I suppose we've always got, let's have a look. If we take you out and were to place, I've lost myself. Ah, that's why. Let me just put some of that back in there. What happens if we just, except of course I can't open that now. But if we were to place one there and one there, then we should have our light. Now these should be non-spawnable, so that's fine. I'm going down, again we're fine down to here. So yeah, I suppose that works. Don't like it though. So no, we're not going to go with that. Let's undo that and we'll go back to, I've got an idea what I want, so I will go and grab that and be back in a second. Alright, I've put the light in. I'm just going with these little ones down here. They just give you that feel. Now what we are going to go with next is we're going to take a wee bit of you, just a wee bit of that. Let's get rid of a wee bit of that stuff. We're going to grab you. I need a crafting bench. Well, I don't need a crafting bench. I want a crafting bench. Grab a bunch of that, and let's do a couple more stacks of those actually. Bang and bang. And let's grab us some of that. And is it? I can't remember how you do those. Hang on. Oh, right. In which case, let's grab. I'm glad I left a few of those. I would have felt very foolish otherwise. And get a wee bit of that going. We should be okay to take that up now for now. Oh no, we're not. So let me put it in the corner out of the way for now. So I do want a little bit of that, not too much. And can they get a little, do those? No, they don't. Okay. But I could always chisel those, so that's not a problem. We also have you, we have you. Anything else I want? Maybe just a teensy weensy bit of that. Definitely not soul sand, because I don't want to have to walk on that stuff if I can avoid it. So from there we're going to kind of come down and we're going to take out a load, and then just as we come down here further, those are going to kind of peter out a wee bit. Maybe even just take the odd bit down, maybe not quite that far. That should be probably far enough, I think. And we can take a bit of you, maybe put one like that, maybe even one there, one of those down here. Just take that for a second. I think probably, right, how, let's get that in. And a little bit of that in. Even that down there. Actually, no, we'll go with the one block of obsidian there. That. Again, you're getting this kind of merging of the blocks back now. I think I'm going to take a little bit of that out as well. And again, we'll maybe just get a little bit of that going. And then here, we can come in primarily with the nether brick stairs, which we'll need to make a few more on. Nope. Nope. Well, I mean, yes, but no, not that. One of them there, and I think if we can get away with it, one of those there, and then we can obviously come in with that and just take that one and that one. Right, let me tidy up my inventory because this is getting messy again. Bit of do, and right, let's go and grab the rest of all this lot. So yeah, the nether's just petering out, coming down into this thing, and again, more detail will still be necessary, but right now I'm happy enough. Oh, they were chisel blocks anyway. Okay, that's interesting. They appear to be carrying a lever and some doors around as well, so let's get rid of those, and that need a home at some point today, this episode. So the next thing is to randomise some more of these blocks and just give them a bit of a chisel. Now I'm fairly certain, in fact let me just double check what we can get away with some of these blocks. That will chisel, but I'm not keen on the blocks. Not to merge and just generally kind of transfer down. The nearest we've got is perhaps that, which is, but again, horrible. Yuck. Some of these textures in chisel, I often wonder what was going through the minds when they put them together, but you know, it's easy to criticise. I obviously haven't done any better, and again, we've got a whole host of, you know, bloody netherrack, which just does not quite blend in with that. So, oh, hello. So again, we're not going to worry about using the chisel varieties of those just because they are, you know, they're not very nice, to be fair. However, we can come up here, and definitely this lot around here will get in get some more wear and tear in, and obviously we've still got other tricks to do yet with this lot, so hopefully by the time we've finished this will look okay. However, I think, what time is it? It's night time, so let's go and see if we can't find these nitwits and give them a job, shall we? Because I've got 2 jobs, and let's go to here. Here's one. Now you are... Well, you're not the most intelligent. Yeah, you can be a farmer. There you go. farmer. Right, and now we just need to find the last nitwit. If we've got another nitwit, we should have a nitwit. I should have used the book, shouldn't I? We'll try it in here. Professions. I've got 3 nitwits. Okay, we'll take that while we're at it. Maybe I need to go and find some more professions for them then. I think more. What do we think? Another rancher, and maybe another farmer. That'll do us. So that should give me three. Right, now I've just got to track them down, which could be easier said than done. No. Start at this end and work my way back through the village while they're all still asleep. It's about the only time you can guarantee they'll be where they should be. Nope. Right. Okay, I've got to go and track these guys down. I'll be back in a second. Oh, one of the nitwits has just died to a zombie villager. I don't know how we got a zombie villager. Oh, here's the other one. Farmer. I don't know where this zombie villager is. I couldn't see them on the map anywhere. I wonder whether they've managed to get outside the walls somehow like an idiot. I mean, obviously they are, after all, a nitwit. Yeah, that will make up for the one we lost. But we have got most of these guys back now, so let's just see if any of these are stackable. They are, and they can all go back in there. And in fact, well, I suppose we should keep this in the store. I'm just curious as to where this zombie villager was. How they managed to find a zombie villager even. I mean, this is, well, you know, I'm very careful to keep it spawn proof, I think is probably the fair assessment. Anyway, while we're out, I do need to shear some leaves off some trees because I'm going to need to. I think I also need to get a little bit of. I've got some gravel. That's good. Yeah, I suppose we can take that bit. It'll certainly come in handy for something. I would love to know where that zombie villager was though, and how a nitwit managed to find it. Certainly not seeing anything on the map, so oh well. Such is life, eh? Such is life. Right, or in this case, more appropriately, death. I'm going to go and shear some leaves, and then we'll get this. We'll continue on working up in this area with the entrance. So I'll get that done and be back in a second. All right. So having randomised the thing, the next thing to do is the old just taking some bites out of the bricks. This is going to be a bit of an odd one because some of these bricks are share boundaries on the other side, but we will get by, I am sure. But yeah, just to give this a nice worn feel to it. Not there. The only problem is I don't like going too far down if I'm going to expose the wrong kind of rock. I just want this to be exactly the way I want. You know, perfectionism and all that. Undo. Actually, that's fine because I just need to go bump, bump, bump. There you go. That will sort that problem. So as we move up, we'll get all of that kind of thing. Oh, hello. I appear to be full of dandruff. Let me sort out my dandruff pile then, shall we? That stuff can all go. That's one pile of dandruff sorted. And then we'll do the same again in there. Anything else? Don't think so. We can hoover up the dandruff bits, and I think we should be okay at that. Now I did also want to just take out not too many, but the odd one, and replace it with just something different. Let me try that from this side, because some of that, as I say, not many, but a few of those are kind of shared. And I've also got this little bit of random junk that I picked up as well, which again, it just a tiny smidge of something out of the ordinary can really make something. It draws your eye from the detail, from the clutter, which to me is pretty important. So let me grab you. Let's continue with this, shall we? That can come up there. Now again, I may actually just do something and take the odd bit out of some of these. Can't do that one. Interesting. Okay, that's fine, not a problem. But we can definitely take out the odd bit here and there, like that. Maybe even a bit down there, and a bit there. Again, careful not to go totally overboard, but there's nothing wrong with cutting into these and just making it that little bit more interesting. Well, hopefully that little bit more interesting anyway. I feel like half of these things are Tetris pieces as well, just for good measure, and then we'll just put the odd, not quite as much as we would on the walls outside, because we don't want to obstruct the passageway totally, but we can do that certainly in places. And down here it's a little bit freer to you know, plaster it around, but hopefully we should get something that looks reasonable. Let me grab you. We don't need you anymore. And hopefully I grabbed enough leaves. That's always a worry. Again, put a little bit more like that. Maybe down like this. Now, oh, we can actually, because these aren't stairs, they're chiseled. That's right. I forgot about that. So obviously I didn't do this side, which seems a little bit odd, but there you go. And I think that should classify, as far as I am concerned, as the Nether Portal entrance complete. That was one of the jobs on our to-do list, and we've definitely done it, you know. Don't know how many. Now I know I had 2 carts, so we've definitely got a few villagers of things. I'm just going to get I'm going to try and get. I don't know what screenshot I'm going to use yet, but sometimes it's nice just to have a little bit of a screenshot of what's going on around. I've got like huge libraries of screenshots from games and things, many of which have never been used as well. But you know, better to have them than not need them than need them and not have them. That's my simple philosophy. And we'll go down. We'll have a look what our villager situation is like over here. As I say, I may have to AFK. What I'll probably do is stick it like a full batch of mine carts in, but I think an overnight AFK session near the villager breeder should allow me to get a reasonable number of villagers, and hopefully I think it's a structural engineer is the one we need. Oh, well, we seem to have... What have we got? Fisherman. Those two haven't grown up yet. Let's have a look then. We've got a fisherman. And we really don't need a fisherman. I'm sorry, mate. An armourer. Sorry, we still don't need an armourer. A butcher is unnecessary. And I think this guy's a carpenter. Yeah, we don't need you either, mate. Fisherman, yeah, not your lucky day. Nor yours. I can honestly say, and this is going to be a little bit horrible, but I really don't need you either, baby carpenter. I know I've just taken genocide to a new level, and that is a librarian who will keep for the time being. But yeah, because we've got this guy is electrician, and he's pretty good for getting the wire. We've got this guy who is a gunsmith who's pretty good for getting the, you know, the cartridges, or at least some of the cartridges. We probably need more than that. What we haven't got is the guy who was in here who was a structural engineer, and yeah, that is somewhat annoying after, you know, to a degree. Anyway, let me continue to just check how long how long I've been recording, and B, what I want to do next, and I shall be back with you in a second. And surprisingly, I've managed to waffle for 30, well, actually not surprisingly, it is me we're talking about. I've managed to waffle for 30 minutes, so I didn't get as much done as I would have liked. That much is probably apparent, but we can at least go up and let's have a look at these. Detail wall still to do, housing we're still on with, Nether Portal room is done. Still need to furnish the keep. So of this to-do list, we're getting steadily there. We have got still to do some work up here. This needs furnishing and doing, and up here in the bedroom, which needs furnishing and sorting. There's a zombie over there. Right, no, sorry, this is just not quite, a little bit more. Oh, almost. No. Can't see whether I'm coming close or not. Got him. I'll teach you to spawn on the top of a tree near me, matey. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I'm easily distracted. Yeah, so until next stream, we're more or less done, but we've got a big piece of work done, which is getting that Nether Portal room done. Now, I am definitely going to do an AFK session in the villager breeder area. I will try in the first instance to do it without the carts running, and if that fails, then we'll try it with the carts running. The downside to the carts running is that the children move out, and what I really want is adult villagers because they stack nicer. That sounds terrible, but there you go. But yeah, we've got our things. Really probably could do something like this with the mineshaft entrance, to be fair, but no, I can't do this because the idiots would get, oh, we've got a baby already, look. Come on, baby, everybody run out. But if I do an AFK session in this area, then we should hopefully get a goodly number of villagers down there. So, wow, that is a lot of mobs on the map. On that note, till next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.